What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and I am going to be straight with you. This is the video I have been waiting to make for months. Because what just happened in the last 48 hours involving A.J. Brown, the New England Patriots, and the entire football world is one of the most dramatic, most emotional, most jaw-dropping stories this sport has produced in years. And right now, Patriots fans are absolutely losing their minds over something A.J. Brown just did that nobody fully expected. And it has the entire NFL world buzzing at maximum volume. So let us get into every single piece of this story right now, because this one is absolutely historic. Let us start with the moment that changed everything and sent social media into a complete frenzy. After months of speculation, after weeks of insider reports pulling in every possible direction, after one of the longest and most suspenseful trade sagas in recent NFL history, the Philadelphia Eagles officially traded A.J. Brown to the New England Patriots on June 2nd, 2026. The compensation is a 2028 first-round draft pick and a 2027 fifth-round pick. That is it. One future first-round pick and a late-round pick is all it took to land one of the 7 players in NFL history to record at least 8,500 receiving yards and 60 touchdown catches in their first 7 seasons. The moment the trade became official, Patriots Nation erupted. And then A.J. Brown did something that sent the internet completely over the edge and had fans absolutely unable to believe what they were seeing. Brown posted AI-generated photos of himself wearing a New England Patriots uniform on his social media accounts. Right after the trade was announced, before he had even physically been to Foxborough, before a single photo shoot could be arranged, before any official team media content could be produced, Brown took matters into his own hands and showed the world exactly where his heart was by dropping AI images of himself in red, white, and blue. And the reaction from fans was immediate, massive, and completely unhinged in the best possible way. Patriots fans flooded the comments, screaming with excitement. Eagles fans were devastated but respectful. The broader NFL fan community was completely riveted by the moment. Some people called him out for posting AI photos rather than waiting for real ones. One fan on social media pointed out that it literally says AI right on the post. But here is the thing. The overwhelming reaction from Patriots Nation was pure joy. Their guy was not waiting for a media day. He was not sitting back professionally and letting the team handle his introduction. A.J. Brown wanted everyone to see him in that uniform as fast as humanly possible, AI or not, because he has wanted to be a Patriot for a very, very long time. And that brings us to the story behind the story that is making this entire trade so emotionally loaded and so much bigger than just a football transaction. It turns out that A.J. Brown grew up as a New England Patriots fan. He is a Mississippi native who watched this franchise from afar and dreamed about playing for them. And then the 2019 NFL Draft happened. The Patriots had the 32nd overall pick. Brown was sitting there waiting. He said publicly years later that he just knew he was going to the Patriots. He felt it. His agent called him and told him to sit tight. The Patriots were going to take a receiver. Brown was convinced his dream was about to come true. And then the clock ran out, and New England selected N'Keal Harry at 32. Brown watched that happen, cried real tears, and ended up being selected 19 picks later by Philadelphia at 51st overall. He became a superstar Eagle. He went to Super Bowls. He earned Pro Bowl selections. He built a legendary career in midnight green. But the Patriots' dream never fully left him. And 7 years later, the franchise that passed him over in the draft finally came back to get him. That is not just a trade. That is a full-circle moment that writes itself, and every single person in New England understands exactly how special this is. Brown posted a farewell statement to Philadelphia on Instagram that showed the class and gratitude you would expect from a player of his character. He wrote that playing for that city had been an honor, and that he was thankful for every moment in midnight green. He thanked Philly and signed off with much love. It was gracious. It was warm. And it was the perfect goodbye from a player who gave Philadelphia everything he had during his time there. And then he turned the page completely and showed Patriots fans exactly what kind of energy he is bringing to Foxborough. Now let us talk about what this trade actually means on the football field, because the numbers and the context here are staggering. Brown is 28 years old, turning 29 on June 30th, meaning he is entering the absolute prime of his career as a power receiver. He is under contract through the 2029 season at an average of $32 million per year, the 7th highest receiver salary in the entire NFL. He is one of only 7 players in league history with 8,500 receiving yards and 60 touchdowns in his first 7 seasons. The Patriots are getting him on a contract that is already signed, at a price point that is set for 4 more seasons during which Drake May will be playing on his cheap rookie deal and then his first big extension. The financial structure of this pairing is almost perfectly designed for a sustained championship run, and Bill Barnwell of ESPN noted specifically that Brown makes much more sense for the Patriots than he ever did for the Eagles given their respective financial situations. May is making just under $10 million combined over the next 2 seasons. Having Brown as his #1 receiver during that window while the quarterback remains affordable is an absolutely enormous competitive advantage. The relationship between Brown and head coach Mike Vrabel is the element of this trade that goes far beyond scheme fit and analytics. Brown played for Vrabel from 2019 to 2021 with the Tennessee Titans, and Vrabel said publicly this week that the two have maintained a connection beyond football throughout the years since Brown left Tennessee for Philadelphia. That is not a coach and a former player who exchanged pleasantries at league events. That is a genuine ongoing relationship between two people who built something real together during Brown's first 3 NFL seasons and never fully let go of it. Vrabel knows exactly how Brown operates. He knows how he prepares, how he competes, what he needs from a coaching staff to perform at his ceiling, and how to get the absolute best version of him onto the field every Sunday. That knowledge does not have to be rebuilt from scratch. It transfers immediately. And for Drake May, a young quarterback who is still learning the nuances of operating a professional offense against the best defenses in the world, having a receiver who already has a deep established relationship with the head coach creates a level of offensive cohesion that most teams spend years trying to develop. Kevin Byard, who played alongside Brown in Tennessee, called him simply unstoppable when asked about the potential trade weeks ago. Now that the deal is done, those words carry an entirely different weight. Byard watched Brown operate up close every single day in practice and in games, and the word he chose was not very good or elite or one of the best. He said unstoppable. That is a safety whose entire professional existence is built around stopping wide receivers, and the one word he landed on when describing his new teammate was unstoppable. Patriots fans should let that sink in completely. The bottom line today is the one that Patriots Nation has been waiting months to celebrate. A.J. Brown is officially a New England Patriot. The trade is done at a price that ESPN's Bill Barnwell called entirely reasonable for what New England is getting. The AI photos Brown posted set the internet absolutely on fire and showed the world that this man is genuinely thrilled to be in Foxborough. The childhood Patriots fan who cried when they passed on him in 2019 is finally wearing their colors. And Drake May now has the true #1 receiver that every elite quarterback in this league needs to reach the highest level. The A.J. Brown era in New England has officially begun, and it is going to be must-watch football from Week 1 all the way through January. If you are as fired up about this as I am, subscribe to this channel right now and hit that notification bell because the coverage of this Patriots season is going to be unlike anything we have done before. Drop a comment below and tell me, what is your honest prediction for A.J. Brown's stat line in his first season in New England? Touchdowns, yards, everything. Let me see those predictions in the comments. Like this video, share it with every Patriots fan you know, and I will see you in the very next one. The era has begun. Let us go New England.